guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'd like to talk about dissociation and borderline personality disorder. So first, what is dissociation? So dissociation is a disconnection between a person's thoughts, memories, feelings, actions, or a sense of who he or she is. Dissociation isn't usually a problem until it becomes intense or it happens more and more frequently. What else? About 75 to 80% of people with borderline report having stress-related dissociation. Okay, so symptoms of dissociation, during these times of stress, dissociation was one of the main symptoms associated with borderline personality disorder. It is also associated with acute stress disorder and PTSD, and both can co-occur with borderline personality disorder. So it's really important to note that not everybody with borderline will experience dissociation, and everybody in their lifetime will experience some form of dissociation, but it's mild. It's like daydreaming or getting caught up in a book or a movie and not realizing what's going on around you, or you're driving on a highway and you decide you want to exit here, but you're so busy talking or doing something else that you miss your exit. Okay, so those are like common examples of what a mild dissociation will look like. But researchers have now been able to find that the more intense dissociation, as they were able to identify and describe experiences that go along with dissociation. So this includes depersonalization, derealization, amnesia, identity confusion, and identity alteration. So, what is depersonalization? Depersonalization is the feeling of being separate from your body. People who experience depersonalization often say it feels like they are observing their own body from the outside, or as if they're in a dream. So that's depersonalization. Derealization is similar, but derealization is the feeling of being detached from the external world, which can include other people or objects. Familiar things can look strange, unreal, or unfamiliar. And then you have amnesia. So some people, they will experience periods of amnesia or losing time from minutes to hours or even days. Even though they're awake, during these times, they cannot remember where they were or what they were doing. This type of amnesia is referred to as a dissociative fugue. Okay, so identity confusion is when you experience an inner struggle about who you really are. People might have a hard time figuring out who they are in relation to others. Sometimes, and this happens a lot with people with borderline personality disorder. I know it happens to me a lot. Identity issues make it hard for the person to figure out where they end and another person, such as a spouse, begins. So identity alteration is a sense that you are acting like a different person. An example would be that you see an object in your home that you don't recognize, or perform a skill that you don't remember learning. That'd be really weird. Man, that would be weird. I've never had that, but if you guys have, please leave your comments below, because I'd love to hear what that's about. So sometimes you might become aware of identity alteration because people in your life saying you are behaving like someone else. So mild identity alteration is common in the general public. For example, using a different name in different situations. Okay, the key difference is that you are aware of your identity or role change in these situations and doesn't cause problems with your ability to function in your day-to-day life or your relationships. So moderate identity alteration is common in borderline personality disorder and involves changes in mood or behavior that are not under your control. So now we're going to go to causes. So really the exact cause of all this is unknown because we don't know a lot about the brain and what causes all these issues in it. But it often affects people who have experienced repetitive, overwhelming trauma such as severe child abuse or neglect. It's the brain's way of coping and separating from trauma. Which can make it more bearable. Sorry, I wrote this and it's like really, really difficult some days. If you learn to dissociate in times of extreme stress as a child, it has likely affected the way your concept of yourself developed. It might have even carried over into how you react to stressful situations as an adult. Yes. I get this a lot because when I was a teenager and what happened to me, I used to do that a lot. So, treatment. Treatments for BPD such as DBT or dialectical behavioral therapy is a very good option for this. Grounding is another skill you can use to reduce dissociation. Grounding exercises involve using external stimuli and your five sentences. What is going on today? Oh my god. Oh, I got a new tattoo. I think I showed you guys, but yeah. I got another one. I love it. And, okay. Your five senses, so hearing, taste, eyesight, all that stuff. So that helps you reconnect with the present and what's going on, especially if you're stressed out. And yeah, so that's my video. And if you guys have any questions for me, and I have a question for you guys to answer, have you guys ever experienced anything such as identity fugue, identity confusion, amnesia, derealization, or depersonalization? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks. Bye, guys.